This is the championship game in the Big Ten Conference. A precious trophy with a long tradition to battle for here. But also a game that's been a launching pad into the college football playoff. Welcome, folks, to MetLife Stadium, the home of the Giants and the Jets here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So Ohio State's offense will get their first swing today. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it, and now one final showdown, Kirk, and one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs, and also you win this game, who knows how it can impact you at that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champ. Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job on this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Ball moves to the 37 on the gain. It's first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They test the middle there, but get nothing. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Now it's second down here. Looking for a receiver. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Finds an open target on the left side.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down play coming up. They keep him off balance with a run. They get him to the ground, but it's first down now at the 28.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Handoff in a single back formation. Softball brought down after a nice run.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He's got it right near the end zone. The defense has got it. They get him to the ground, heads up by the offense to keep possession, but he's still short of the mark.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
Hold on a second. There's a timeout on the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn. Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Ball handed off. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They try to sneak it for the first. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. On first down, it's play action. Finds his man. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41. The Trojans will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Brought down, but broken tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Of course, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Looking to pass here on second down. The receiver grabs it. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
I don't mind this aggressive approach here by the offense coordinator, taking a shot downfield on third down. Now you can either kick the field goal or still have a chance to go for it.
And the field goal unit coming on the field now. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
Now, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Great move in the open field. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down. The Buckeyes churn out another first down. They're going to run it here. Now there's the stiff arm. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Pass rush closing in. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Caught for the completion. Second down play coming up for this offense. Throwing off play action. Caught quickly. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Here's a carry for the fullback. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Chris, I always get a kick out of how much advice defensive players get on third down. You can hear the bench screaming, the crowd is screaming, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass downfield. Rarely do you hear them say, watch the fullback.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
They're set now to try the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the USC offense is back out on the field. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT is good. They still trail, though. Well, Kurt, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. First down, looking for more now. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Buckeyes. He broke away and they couldn't catch him.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Trojans offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. defense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker. And he is denied on 3rd and 1. Great defense.
Well, that's the right call here by the offensive coordinator. Keep it simple. Just go right behind your line, but no push at all. The defense completely stops him there at the line of scrimmage.
And the Trojans will have to punt this one away. Here's the punt high in the air. Well, down the punt just inside the 45-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? Looking deep downfield to the left. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
What a great job here by the defender on a deep ball downfield. One of the toughest things to do is get your head turned back, locate the football. He does it perfectly and bats it away.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. An inside give now from the shotgun. That play will move the sticks. Set him up first down at the 42.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Receiver in motion now. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete.
Boy, if he just would have been able to catch the ball in his drag route, there's a ton of space ahead of him. It's an unfortunate drop here for the offense.
The receiver makes the catch. He's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. The Buckeyes will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. 4th down, he's throwing for it. Looks to the left, pass caught. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
Looking to throw it again. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Moves out of the pocket. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What a call with a play action down inside the 5-yard line. Completely throws the defense. Their eyes are in the backfield, locked in on the quarterback. They lost focus on where he might be throwing the football. Made it an easy read for the quarterback and a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it an 18-point game, 28-10. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. makes a quick catch. Tough running that breaks a tackle, picks up the first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Finds his target. He's found some room at the 45. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35. The Trojans will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
Running through the tackle. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on second down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
They'll try to run for the first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. He was on the mark with his last kick, but this one is from 48 yards out. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. This group has been clicking. It really built momentum. The defense make adjustments, come up with a stop here. Running back takes the handoff. Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defense coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Caught by the receiver. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking to scramble now. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
What a good job here by this quarterback, being very conscious of both the line to gain for that first down, as well as not necessarily taking a big hit early in this game. Great situational awareness and a first down.
Running back has it on the screen now. Goes out the stiff arm. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting off field, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this...
Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. Past the 20. Touchdown, USC. Pick 6 could be a game changer.
The QB is the loneliest man in the stadium right now following that dreaded pick 6. For this guy, it's a nightmare in real time. And for the defense, unbridled jubilation.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So one play moves the ball to the 38, another first down. QB bootlegs here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Here's the second down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. Breaks free. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And here's the handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. They finally make the stop, but a huge gain sets up a 1st and goal. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. This offense has been hard to stop here in the first half. Can they punch it in and build the lead before the break? Looking to pass this time. Defense is coming after him. They finally corral him at the 1.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off. Reminds his defense what he can do with his legs and almost took it to the house.
Solid game puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. Nowhere to run up the middle. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. 3rd down and goal. Crucial play coming up. They'll try and run it with the fullback. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Wow, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
Oh, and he knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
They're backed up, 2nd and long at the 19. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Touchdown, Trojans. Way too much speed in that play.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PHC is good. They still trail, though. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Off the play fake on first down. The pocket breaking down. They'll try a pass here. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he'll be brought down.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and if you go to play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Pressure is coming. Going to try to use his legs here. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only is he pulled out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Catch made just enough for first down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Running back grabs it on the screen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He cannot escape. It's a sack. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, a Big Ten championship game that's already had its share of stirring moments. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the exciting conclusion of the Big Ten Championship.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. The Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. The running game's really been held in check so far. Let's see if they can get it going or if they choose to pass and try. It's a fumble! The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. Important second down play coming up. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he seems to have a nose for that first down mark. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
First down. They're going to throw the football. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Looking to throw it on first down. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack. So after the incompletion, it's second down. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play. Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. You make the tackle, but the offense now set up with a first down at the 21. And the Trojans begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, you'll hand it off. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he will be stuffed for no gain. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
What a job by this quarterback, having an idea of exactly where he is on the field. Third down scramble, doesn't get it into the end zone, but guess what? Picks up that first down. We got a 1st and goal.
Pusher and drop back at the 8-yard line.
That's a big sack by this defense here on 1st down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Just flings it out of bounds, and pass rush closing in.
That's a smart heads-up play to me by the quarterback. Would rather throw it in the stands than a tight throw leading to a potential turnover. Wonder what they'll have dialed up here on this third down.
3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab on the move. Touchdown, Southern Cal. What an amazing comeback here. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kurt, and he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. Quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense, putting him in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
BAT puts him up 3. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Here's the handoff. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Looking right, this one caught. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Gets the first and still running.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
How aggressive do you get on first and 10? And the quarterback dropping back. Here's a screen pass to the running back. You stop him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to...
Deep shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Grabbed by the receiver. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the Trojans lining up here on first and 10. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Oh, the pass is picked off. You bring him down after a short return with a takeaway. The 26-yard line is huge.
Cold weather always seems to make life more difficult in the passing game. You can see this quarterback really wants that one back. That's a tough break on this interception.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. The offense with some pre-snap motion. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to scramble. He lets it go on the move. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Oh, it's incomplete, a rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. Brings up third down.
Well, that's two straight incompletions. You'd hate for this offense to squander such really good field position. Let's see what they dial up here on third down.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient third down offense. And the coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will tie the game here.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for the wideout. Oh, can you believe it? He dropped the ball. Don't see that often from this excellent receiver. He's going to bring up second down. So 2nd and 10 here as they try to stay out of 3rd and long here in this tie game in the 3rd quarter. Throw to the running back in the flat. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more.
A deep shot to the left side. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands. And the Trojans will have to kick this away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. Let's see what they can do this time. They'll run it from the gun. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Not much on return there, but a great interception. Get the offense the football at the 42.
He does a nice job here as a safety of just sitting back, kind of playing center field, letting the play develop, and then once the ball's in the air, he did not hesitate, and that quickness allowed him to come up with that interception.
But the play loses yardage. Very tough 2nd down coming up now.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's running out of time here. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition for that defensive line play.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And they scored, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. So take the long-distance touchdown off the board, back them all the way up. We'll see if that haunts the offense. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. They're going to throw it on 3rd and very long. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the returner will be brought down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one, and interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Running out of time in the pocket. Fires it on the move. He's got his man in the open field. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run. This is a determined running back just refusing to be brought down that time by the defense.
You know, the coaches told us that this guy's one of the hardest workers on the entire team. And you can see all that offseason work that he put in has paid off. That time, shaking free from those defenders and getting more positive yards.
We get to the end of the third, and we have a conference championship classic on our hands. Let's check out the stats real quick. Let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter, set to get underway. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. The back's got it. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The game could come down to this possession. All tied up, first and goal. Can they punch it in? First and goal, they'll try to run it in. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go. Now, give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
Game sets up a third down and goal from the 6. Out of the gun now on third down. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The quarterback takes it in himself.
Man, Chris, even in this condensed space down in the red zone, a superior athlete is just eventually going to be a superior athlete. You hesitate for a second, and this guy's going to make you pay, and the defense here was left with the bill.
Here's the point after attempt. BAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Play action here on first down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Refuses to go down. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, USC. No chance to catch him there.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown triumph last time they had it. He's looking to scramble. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. On first and 10, looking to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield. Here comes a handoff. And they've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Challenging start for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Out of the gun now on third down. The pass rush gets home.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back, make it tougher on the quarterback, make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
And the Trojans will have to kick it away. Offense goes backwards on this drive. He's on to punt it away now. And now it's a high kick. He hit it straight up. And he doesn't field it cleanly. The ball is loose. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Bringing pressure. Using his legs here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the wideout goes in motion. And they'll use the ground game here. Get some space around the 30. They make the tackle, but the offense has a 1st down now at the 21.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid game. The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Swarmed by the pass rush. Sack.
Oh, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. This one to break the deadlock here in the 4th quarter. And it's good right down the middle. And with that, they retake the lead.
Wow, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the 4th.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw, testing the middle. Oh, what a grab! Breaks into the clear. Past the 10. Touchdown, Trojans. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
What a Great call here by the offensive coordinator to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly. And even though you're close to the end zone, you can still throw it and use the timing to your advantage and allow this receiver to be able to walk into the end zone.
BT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Return starts from inside the 5. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They settled for a field goal last time. Let's see what they can come up with on this possession. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looking to set up a screen pass here. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up the screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here. And the back's able to navigate his way for a first down.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's a quick grab. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here. Keeping it on the ground here. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Movement here from the tight end. He'll hand it off. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. 1st and goal, and the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the 4th quarter. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking for a man. The pass rush closing in. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment.
Usually you'd like to run the football this close to the goal line, but if you're going to throw it, I'd get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick.
Touchdown, Ohio State, and they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead, and now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
An important PAT now. Make this a 3-point game. Kick is up and good. They go up by 3 here in the 4th quarter. Can they hang on? Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Conference championship on the line. Not much time left. Down 3. Looking for some magic here. They'll run it here. Breaking free at the 35. They get him down to the junior with an excellent run there. The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
I really feel that this quarterback is rattled. At this point, he's already been sacked a number of times. I think it's affecting his timing with his receivers.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. The short completion of the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here's a target, and it's complete. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. First down, they're going to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Can't find anybody on third down, throws it away, and now fourth down coming up. So here we go, one of the biggest moments of this game. The field goal unit is out there for a pressure kick. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. How do you play this now? Do you call it conservative play or just wait for overtime or try to make something happen and win in regulation? Contact as he threw it. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the fourth quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. Timeout taken by the offense now. 23 seconds on the clock.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32. The Buckeyes with first and 10 here. Handoff from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And the offense spends a timeout. The clock stopped with just 10 seconds left. Offense getting set. It's second down. And now the handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. So out comes the field goal team one more time. This kicker has been busy today. He's made 3 already. It's good! What a way to win a conference championship! It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Hermstreet, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.